All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our live stream. We're excited to be here with you guys. So good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you live. My name is Court Chase. I'm our Vice President of Recruiting here at Swift Transportation. I have the one and the only Cindy joining us as our dedicated team recruiting leader. She's the bomb. You don't know her yet, but you're going to get to know her during our time together today. Hey, as we're about ready to get started here, I want to ask everybody a favor who's listening right now, and maybe you could be the trendsetters for anybody who might join a little bit later. Start dropping in the chat right now. Where do you live? What city and what state? And then also remember, you can drop in any questions that you have. The point of what we're going to do today is answer your questions, and if for some reason we don't get to it, believe me, we'll respond here in the chat if we can't get to it live. All right, on to the meat. We are here to talk about dedicated jobs within Swift Transportation. So, Cindy, I want you to tell everybody here, what does it mean? What does dedicated mean?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that because dedicated can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, right? Because it has a lot of different definitions. And it really depends on what you're looking for. Here at Swift, dedicated basically means we're going to deliver to the same customer. We could possibly get you home daily, even weekly. Just depends on what it is. You know, we also have those accounts that are dedicated that will take you out 12 to 14 days and home for 2. It's really looking for what you need to fit your needs.
Are you messing with me? I can get home daily if I wanted to on some of these accounts.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But you're absolutely right. It means something maybe just a little bit different depending on who the person is and what their needs are. And so maybe one thing to mention right now is that our recruiters are here standing by. They're fielding your phone calls. And so we want to give you some specific answers in terms of what you're looking for. What you're looking for specifically. So make sure and call us. That's one way you're going to get a recruiter live on the phone. Or if you go to our website, driveswift.com, you can put your information in there and we're going to reach out to you. So, here's the thing about dedicated as well, though. We have many lines of business within dedicated. So maybe you already have something in mind in terms of what you're looking for. So we have our dry business. We've got our refrigerated business. We have our grocery line of business. And you know what? We even have some flatbed dedicated as well. Maybe you want to get your muscle on with some flatbed, you got that option. All right. So a lot of people want to know, okay, you got all these options for me, but who qualifies? So Cindy, when we talk about who can run on these dedicated accounts, I mean, I'm sure it's got to be that you have to have like 4 years with us before you can get on, right?
Oh, no. We always welcome experienced drivers, but we definitely can train you on our accounts as well because the majority of our accounts are training students. We have an option to train you on OTR and then get you to the dedicated account that fits you and what you're looking for to fit your family need, or maybe just even you just want to be home daily. So it really depends on you. But again, we'll always accept experienced drivers, but if you don't have experience, we can train you.
Yeah, perfect. So, and on almost every single one of our accounts, nearly all of them will train on almost all. Is that right?
Yeah, that is right. Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Hey, we had a couple questions come through. We had Trucker Todd. He came through asking, he's willing to move. Hey, here's the thing, Trucker Todd. I want you to know, man, give us a call first. We can talk specifically. I know you said you live in Lubbock, Texas, but maybe you won't have to move. Maybe we got something right in your area. Call, our recruiter will look it up and be able to let you know if there's something right there in your area. And since you are willing to move, maybe we can talk about some of the options that are out there and get whatever's going to best suit your needs.
Absolutely. Hey, we also have a question from Dwayne Burton. If we decide to go dedicated and then decide to switch to OTR, is that an option? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we want you to be happy, right? So if you go to that dedicated account and it's not working for you, then obviously we want to find the position that's going to work for you and your family and get you what you need.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we're definitely nimble. So again, there's not only so many dedicated accounts, there's so many lines of business that we have, and so switching and moving within Swift, not a problem. We can do that. So a lot of the times we've touched on it. We talk about why would somebody go into dedicated? We're talking about predictability and consistency. People look for that. Maybe they're looking for the home daily, like you mentioned, or the home weekly. Maybe they just want to see the familiar lane or a familiar face, that they want to see this constant loop of their customer, right? So, and the point of what you were talking about earlier was finding the best fit for the driver. I think it would be pretty cool if we touched on maybe each one of those and how some of our accounts can specifically help out our drivers. So, if we're talking about home time, a driver wants to be home. Is there an account that we have, Cindy, that would really talk to somebody looking for home time?
Yes, definitely. We have
What do
lots
we
of
have?
them. But the one I want to talk about is for our drivers in Woodland, California. We have a Target dedicated freight line that will get you home every day. So
What?
this is perfect, like perfect for those that want to be home daily. And it even has 2 shifts. So you could start in the morning or you could start in the afternoon. So you just pick the shift that works for you and for your family, and we'll get you going.
Nice. Now,
Hmm.
okay, we talked about dropping where you live in the chat. I want to see if anybody is in. I'm looking up at my map over here. I want to see if anybody's in that Woodland, Texas area. If you
Woodland,
aren't, you're looking
California.
for. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say?
Woodland, Texas, but Woodland, California.
Woodland, Europe. If you're in Woodland, Europe, go ahead and drop that in there, guys, and we're going to see if this will fit for you. All right. All of our accounts, we've definitely been working with our customers on getting rates increased so that we can benefit the driver on pay. And so we have great pay all across the board through this network. But can you talk to us about what's an account that looks really good with pay right now, Cindy?
Oh, this one's my favorite. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Anybody in Pennsylvania, close to Berwick, Pennsylvania? We have a Dollar Tree account. It's awesome. This account is paying 85 cents per mile, Court.
What? If you're teaming,
No, no, no. This is for a
85
solo
cents?
driver. 85 cents per mile. Do you know what that pays weekly?
No, what?
It's about $1,800 a week.
Oh my gosh.
You know what that works out to yearly?
No, I can't do math that fast.
Almost $93,000. Can you believe it?
Gee,
$93,000.
that's incredible.
It is incredible. It is incredible. So if you're there to make money, this is the account for you. And obviously, if you want to stay fit, it's a good account.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. They talk about that on those Dollar Tree accounts, huh?
Yes, they do.
So $93,000. Now we're talking average. So if I'm willing to run hard, maybe let's just say just a little harder, you're telling me I'm going to be able to break that six-figure number. I'm going to get into the 100 grand.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. So it looks like we got some questions here. How long do I have to be OTR before going dedicated? You can come on to dedicated at any time. So give our recruiters a call. They'll help you get into a dedicated position.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, let's go back. I want to see their picture on there. Here's my experience. All right. Maybe you can trim some people's hair up on the side as you're doing some trucking. That'll be great. All right. Okay, now we talked about some home time. We got an account. We talked about great pay. That was tremendous. What about if I really like a routine. I like a set routine. I want to see some consistency. I want to see some familiarity. Can you tell me about an account that's got some of that?
Absolutely. Lenexa, Kansas, this is for you. Are you ready?
Lenexa, Kansas.
Lenexa, Kansas. JC Penny Freight. It's mostly round trips, running some back hauls. It's got great home time, great pay. It's a good fit for those that just want that consistency.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes you just want to see that familiar face, right?
Yeah.
It's like Cheers. Maybe I'm dating myself. You just want to see a familiar face, right? You want to go where everybody knows your name.
Well, you know what's most important to a lot of drivers is knowing where to go. Like when I go to a vendor, I want to know what driveway do I pull into? Where do I go? Right. So dedicated gives you that option to know exactly what to do when you get to the distribution center or the store because you've been there several times.
Yeah,
So
such a good point. Such a good point. Um, okay, so we've had some more questions come in here. I want to remind everybody if you've got a friend or a family member who's interested in specifically maybe one of these accounts that we've mentioned because of where you live, or you want to find out about, Cindy, tell me this real quick. Roughly, just a rough number. We don't need to give all of our secrets out there. How many accounts do we have? How many dedicated jobs are out there?
well, I would say over 100 different accounts, but we have approximately 850 open positions right now.
Perfect. So there's not a shortage right now. And now we mentioned, let's see, you mentioned Woodland, California. You
Yes.
mentioned Lenexa, Kansas, and then Berwick, Pennsylvania. So you stretched the country. All right. So we have jobs all across the country, literally in every state. And so just give us a call or tag your friend or family member with this. Let them know that there's options. You got great pay, you got home time, you got consistency and predictability. You got it all on these accounts. So make sure and tag them, or you can share that 800 number. They'll get the recruiter directly on the line. Or lastly, of course, they can go to driveswift.com and they'll be able to put their information in. Whether they're doing you or they are just doing a short form, that's just a couple pieces of information. Or you can fill out the entire application. That gives us all the information we need to have that great conversation with you and get really specific about what you're looking for. Okay, now, oh, were you going to say something?
Yeah, we got a question from Deep Verma.
What's
He's
Deep got?
asking anything available out of Fontana?
Yeah.
Yes, Deep, please give our recruiters a call. Let them know what you're looking for, and I bet you we can find the best fit for you. So give them a call, please.
Absolutely. Yeah, Fontana, what a major hub for us, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Lots
Yeah.
of opportunity there.
Yeah, and lots of different opportunity. Like, so you got several different accounts and several different types of driving you can do out of there.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, so Robert asked if there is dedicated with no touch freight in the South. What would you say to somebody who's looking for no touch freight and in the South?
I would say the opportunities are there.
Yeah.
You just have to call the recruiters so they can tell you what it is and what we do have available, because it could be regional, it could be home daily. It just depends.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we're mentioning cities within the state, and somebody may be thinking, I don't even know where Lenexa, Kansas is. Maybe, right? Well, what about the hiring areas that we're looking for? Are they really small? Are they really big? How do they work with these accounts?
How do they work with these accounts?
So, like, do you have to live specifically right within that city? Are there places outside of it that you can live and still run on that account?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because we're constantly expanding our hiring areas for our dedicated freight lanes, right? Because
Yeah,
it's always looking for opportunities and how we can offer the most opportunities to our new incoming drivers or even our existing drivers. So,
yeah, yeah. Because as we think about the Berwick, Pennsylvania, which, by the way, I am a huge college wrestling fan. So all you Penn State fans out there, go Penn State. That has nothing to do with our live stream right now, but I thought I'd throw it out there. So if you're driving out of Berwick, you got Philadelphia, you got Eastern Pittsburgh, you got Buffalo, New York. There's tons of spots that will be able to touch on you depending on where you live. So even if you just hear the city's name, make sure you call us and we'll be able to check depending on where you live to see if it works for you.
yes.
So, okay, let's see here. Let's say that you are listening and you currently drive for Swift. And so maybe you're looking for a different dedicated account, or you're looking for, just something new to drive on. I want to let you know, make sure that you reach out to your driver leader, reach out to the placement center.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got those options for you so that you can find out, well, what is available in your area? And is there something new that you could try out? And so make sure you do that, right? Just like you shared earlier, Cindy, about the question came in, can I switch from dedicated to OTR or vice versa? Absolutely. So just make sure you reach out to our placement center or just your driver leader, and that'll square that away.
Hey, we had a question from Valerie. She was asking, how much can team drivers make in a week?
Oh.
Well, Valerie, that it's dependent upon what account you're going to. So we have accounts that are running 5,000 miles per week. It really just depends on which account you're looking for and how many miles you want to run. So again, if you just give our recruiters a call, they can find the best fit for you and your team member. We have lots of team freight out there. So
yeah, lots of team freight. And the cool thing about running team is that that truck never needs to stop, right? And so you can really rack those miles up.
Yeah.
And make some great money. All right, let's see. Do you see any other questions that came through that we haven't touched on just yet? So Donald asked about a dedicated flatbed within Louisiana. Hey man, here's the thing. Donald, make sure, oh, there we go. Got his picture up here. Make sure and just call this 800 number that's scrolling on the bottom. It'll get you to a recruiter, and just let them know exactly where you live, and they're going to give you your options. So it could be flatbed, could be dry, could be reefer. There could be a lot of different options that are available to you, but make sure and call that number and get them on the line. So, hey, I just want to let everybody know, first of all, Cindy, thanks so much for joining us. I know your day is super busy. She is the wizard, the knowledge keeper of everything dedicated. And so thanks so much for being here. But really, we want to say thank you to all the drivers out there in the industry. Those who are going to be brand new coming into the industry, those who are currently here, we appreciate you so much. We know that everything that we have is because of you, because you have put it into a truck and delivered it. And now we are the consumers, those greedy consumers that just can't get enough. We appreciate you so much. So thank you for everything that you're doing. Again, make sure and hit our 800 number up. Visit us at driveswift.com or tag your friend or family member if they're interested. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. See ya.